What happened?
Maybe the connection is not good.
Ah, you don't know too?
Yeah, internet.
Ah, I thought you are not here because you're offline. But anyway, how are you today?
We are fine.
Always fine. Is your holiday fast approaching? When is your holiday?
Okay, at the end of May. At the end of May.
Did you talk to your agent?
I shall teacher.
Did you talk to your agent about your
Not yet.
holiday? Not yet?
Not yet.
Okay. When is your holiday? When it will start?
Okay, it start at June.
June?
Yeah, so at the beginning of September. Finish the summer holiday.
Your summer holiday will start on June
Yeah. Yes, we start in June.
and it will finish
Finish at
on what?
in September. August.
4 months.
Yes, no, not 4 months. We say August. We say June, July, and August. June, July, and
Ah, okay.
August. Yes, no. September. Because August is
July and August. You will have your holiday, summer holiday on July and August. Okay, so your summer holiday will start in the month of July and August.
yes, and at the end of August. At the end of August. Okay, and the beginning start at early September.
Okay, so I will talk later with your agent what will happen. But I think we will finish our lesson before July. I think we can finish all our lesson. I think we can finish this course. Yeah, your training before July. I just Do you think that we can finish this before July?
Really?
Yeah, I think so. We can finish this. But anyway, I will talk to your agent later. Okay?
How long is
Yeah.
how long is God last?
May?
How long does the course last?
I think this course will finish before July.
Before July.
Yes, before your summer holiday. But I will just tell you next Monday because I will talk later with your agent. Okay? So hope you will also talk to your agent about your summer holiday.
Three periods a week. 3 or 4 periods a week.
Please repeat. Okay. The signal is not really good.
From now, we want to learn 3 classes a week.
What? Black?
From now, we want to learn 3 classes a week to finish earlier. Okay.
I see. So do you want to have 3 meetings a week?
Yes, 3 classes.
Okay. Did you talk about that with your agent?
Once.
Did you talk about that with your agent? About the 3 classes in a week? So what did he say? What did he say about that?
We haven't talked to the manager. Okay.
Not yet. Okay, so I will talk later with your agent about your suggestion that we will have 3 classes a week. Okay? All right, so I'll check your attendance first. So who is not here? Teacher Mary? Where is Teacher Mary?
Barry, she's absent today. Okay, she has busy with his work at school.
Okay, so she will be absent today. Okay. I think we're almost done with our training. I will miss you all. Yeah. We will not see each other again after this training, right? We will see you in Maldives. The one I posted on Facebook. Yeah, we will meet in Maldives. You know where it is? The one I posted on Facebook? The sea, the beautiful sea in Maldives. Oh, Teacher Lucy forgot it. You remember Teacher Lucy? The Maldives?
Very beautiful at the sea.
Yeah. So we are almost done with this training and I will miss you all. So I think we cannot meet each other again. So see you in Maldives. Maldives, the one I posted on Facebook. Yeah, the very beautiful sea. Yeah. Okay, so how's your work in school? Are you almost done and ready for your holiday?
Now start the lesson. Yes.
Okay, so let's start our lesson. We will continue the last person who finished.
And we are this person. Number 5.
Okay, we are now in 5 summarizing.
Yes.
Okay,
Now we
so
start.
let's start with Candy. I think Candy is very excited. Okay, so let's now start with number 5, summarizing. So teacher Candy.
Summarizing. Because the meaning of that is on what? Summarize the student how to learn the most important idea of the text. By summarize, have students learn the combined essential idea and concerning knowledge of the symbolism. And now and basic learning how to take another selection of tests and reduce know how to summarizing by making the invitation of any student to test selection. Ask students the following question. What the
All right. So the other word for summarizing is restating. Okay. So we have to know why we use summarizing and how we use summarizing. Okay, especially in secondary students. Okay, so thank you so much, Teacher Candy, for preparing your short text for summarizing. So the last part is skimming and scanning. So let's hear from Teacher Moon.
Okay. Skipping and scanning. As children risk technical and repeat movement and equals. And skipping and has to read rapidly in order and reading to find scientific fact and giving lies of cooling and scanning is more field diving and visuals training in resource to find particular site to study particular topic and answer before writer support. Okay, so
Okay, thank you, Teacher Moon. So everyone, what is skimming again? What is skimming? Who can tell me what is skimming?
skimming.
Okay, Teacher Black.
Skimming tells you what general information is within a section. Is that right?
Okay, very good. How about scanning, Teacher Daisy?
Scanning.
I think scanning is that you read and you get the information clearly and get more information after skimming.
Okay, so scanning is the specific ones and skimming is the general ones.
Yes.
All right, so this is very basic. Okay, when we teach reading to our secondary students. So I hope you have used this kind of type of teaching in reading. So let's move on now to types of reading activity. To the next page. Okay. So then we can finish early. And goodbye, Vietnam. Okay. So types of reading activities. Okay. So the primary grades mark a time of tremendous growth in literacy skills, making reading activities a crucial part of the school day. Students typically learn to read in kindergarten and continue developing fluency and comprehension in first grade and beyond. Reading activities that addresses all reading skills help young students develop a well-rounded approach to literacy. Okay, so what is literacy? Who can define literacy? Who can give me the meaning of literacy? Okay, literacy means ability to read and write. Okay, literacy means ability to read and write. All right. So the first type of reading activities is read together. Okay, so we always use this type of reading. Do you agree that we always use this type of reading? Yeah, we always use this, especially to primary students. So for example, okay class, I want you to read the whole text together or in chorus. Yeah, so we help the students build a unity through reading together at the same time, at the same word they pronounce. I will read. Reading is a group or with another person, improves fluency, and can help young readers expand vocabulary. A group or partner approach can give a struggling reader confidence to tackle a book since she has support from others. When a child struggles with decoding words or reading fluently, try echo reading. You or a strong reader in the class reads one line. The class then repeats the line, mimicking your inflection. If the students are familiar with the text, reading together as a group is an option. Another idea is to pair students and have them read together or take turns. When you pair a strong reader with a weak reader, the stronger reader models reading skills. All right. So what is the difference when we pair the good reader and the bad reader, or I mean the strong reader and the weak reader? What do you think will happen if you will pair them into two? If you will let a partner, yeah, the stronger reader and the weak reader, what do you think will happen?
A strong
Do you think, yes, Black?
when a pair has a strong reader with a weak reader, because a strong reader can help weak reader to improve reading.
Okay, or the stronger reader promotes or help the weak reader. Okay, you will build confidence in reading. So that's why it's very important to know who are the weak readers and strong readers in our class. All right, so let's go to the next type of reading activity. The second one is tell it again. So I will read it for you. Retelling is a strategy to improve comprehension of the material. After reading a story, have the young students summarize what it was about. Have them verbally retell, draw pictures to show the main events, or act out the drama in the story. This also gives the kids a chance to use new vocabulary words from the story to better understand the meaning. If a child cannot retell the story, he probably doesn't understand what he reads. This often happens when the text is too difficult because the child spends too much time trying to figure out the words and misses the point of the story. Okay, tell it again is retelling. Okay, it is one of the most important part when we read. Why? Because in retelling, it is what? It is testing the students' understanding. So it depends of the teacher how he or she does the telling again or retelling. Maybe by verbal, or maybe they will draw pictures or to show main events, or they will have drama. Me as a teacher, one of my way of retelling the story is I am asking questions to my students. Okay? So I do not repeat the knowledge of the story. I do not tell again the story, but I make questions that will give them patterns to understand my story. Okay? So, if you say retelling, you will make questions that will bring them to observation and application. Okay? You will not let your students to focus only to the story. Okay? Will not only focus to the knowledge of what is happening of the story, but you will bring them to observation and application. Okay? Of what is the goal of the story. So that's how we figure out what words will the student will understand. Okay, so let's go to the next type of reading. The third type of reading is graph it. This is very familiar. Who wants to read graph it? Someone wants to read? Who wants to read? Do you want me to read?
Yes.
Okay, teacher Daisy.
Graphic organizers help young students understand what they read and connect it to their knowledge. AKWL chart is an example of a graphic organizer. You can use this reading. The K column represents what the child already knows about the book topic. This gets her brain engaged and ready to read. The W stands for what the child wants to know. She might have questions that she doesn't know about the topic. The L column happens after reading to show what she learned from reading the story. To help with comprehension, child predictions about what will happen next. You can also create graphic organizer to show elements of the story, such as the characters, settings, conflict, and main ideas or events.
Okay, very good, Daisy. So this type of reading activity is a useful one. Have you ever used this kind of chart? AKWL? Have you used this? AKWL chart? Okay, so KWL chart. KWL chart. Have you used this in your classroom or in a reading activity?
No.
Not yet? Okay. So some of the teachers, they use this to their students. Okay. So K stands for know about the topic. Okay. Or know about book topic. W stands for what the child wants to know. Wants to know. And L stands for
What the children learn from reading the story.
okay, the learning. Okay, learning from reading the story. Okay, so you can use this, okay, in your reading activity. So that a child can understand what they are reading to connect, okay, to their knowledge.
I think we should use it in post reading.
Yes?
Post reading.
Yes. Yes, right, Black. Very good. Post reading. Very good. Next type of reading activity. I think this is the last time. Get artistic. Okay, who wants to read? Teacher Black?
Yes. Get attitude. Poems and songs give kids a chance to practice fluency and learn new vocabulary words. Many primary classrooms often incorporate music into study. Instead of just singing songs, read up the lyric for the kids. If you don't already have a classroom playlist, find a popular song with lyrics that includes child words for your students. With the lyrics in front of them, play the song as the student sings and read aloud. Poems have a similar flow and often incorporate rhythm, dreaming, words that allow you to discuss word families. Poems and songs works well for repeated reading, since kids often enjoy listening to and reading them several times.
Okay, very good, Black. So, have you tried using words in a song? Yes, right? We always do this to the primary students, or maybe almost of the time, because they love rhyming words. Okay, words that has the same sound together. Okay, so get artistic. You can do whatever you want. Just your reading is not boring. Will not turn into boring. You know, our children today doesn't know or cannot understand a word. Instead, we use pictures, but songs are really powerful because they are listening and they will get and learn the same sound of the word when they will hear it again and go to the next level. All right, so those are types of reading activities. Now let's go to the next page. Tips on how to be a good reader. Okay, number 1, please read Teacher Lily. Teacher Lily, yes. Please read number 1.
To interesting material, be hungry. Always read something that interests you. How do we know something is interesting? By us. Read material that you would also read in your native language. Following this will ensure that whenever an interest material being interested in background, you will be hungry to read more and hungry to understand the new words that you read.
All right, very good, Teacher Lily. Okay, choose interesting material. So one tip, how to be a good reader. So how about you, Teacher Lily? What is your interest? Okay, what are you interested at? For example, in your native language.
What is your interest?
Yeah, what kind of book do you want to read? What kind of book do you want to read?
What kind of books do you want to read?
Story.
Stories. What kind of stories? There are many stories.
Romantic,
What kind of story?
romantic story.
Romance. Okay, romantic story. Wow. Okay. How about you, Teacher Black? What kind of book you're interested in?
When I was a student, I
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of printed data from through the articles. Okay. So,
Articles.
right.
Oh,
News.
I think you are a serious student before. Articles.
but now
But
I usually read fairy tales, English fairy tale, okay, to my children.
okay. How about you, teacher Candy? What kind of book do you read?
I sometimes read a funny story.
What?
Funny
Chi-
story. Funny
uh,
story.
funny stories?
Story.
Okay. So how about you, teacher Moon?
Yes, if I have free time, I always read the poem. And sometimes I read a song, but I can't sing.
That's great. You are reading the songs.
All read.
Yeah, that's better. Reading the song instead singing it and you don't understand it. That's great. Yes, I think you will improve fast if you read songs. Because singing to songs and then you don't understand it, it's very useless. But if you read the songs and then understand that song, then it will be a great tip for you to be a good reader someday. I tell you. Yes. I don't read books. I hate books. But I love songs. So I read songs and I interpret the songs. Okay, I search the words that I don't understand. So continue learning, Teacher Moon. It's okay you don't sing it, but you're reading it. It's really great. How about you, Teacher Lucy? What kind of book are you reading?
I have a big interest in the book about health, how to keep fit, stay healthy, okay, I always interested in an article about the health,
Oh, that's awesome.
like how to eat, how
Yes.
to drink, how to choose the food, yeah, to make me
Yeah.
and my family more health. Yeah.
All right. How about you, Teacher Daisy?
See the typical woman.
Same?
Now, see a typical woman.
Yeah.
Yes. In the past, I used to read soft story. I really like soft story. Yes,
Wow.
but now with the cell phone everywhere, I read everything in through the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. So choose the interesting material that you like to read. Okay? So it was great tip to be a good reader. Number 2, please read Teacher Moon.
Yes. This materials is a wide level for you. So material you do to read should not be too easy for you. Neither should it be too hard. If the test is too easy, you will meet by feel new words and so will not learn what new vocabulary. If the test is too difficult, there will be too many unknown words. This means that you will not understand enough to be able to get the meaning of the words from the context in which they are written. You may also fall into the trap to spending more time looking in your dictionary than reading your book. The result is that you will be demotivated. One way of ensuring that you have a suitable level is to choose easy read books which are available in different levels. These are often classic, novel, adapted, and soften for learner of English.
Okay, thank you, Teacher Moon. So read material that is right level for you. Okay, do you know your level?
Yes.
Of course, you should know your level of reading. Why? Because there are a lot of people reading books that is really easy. The words are really common. That's why they do not improve to the next level. So if you think that you are really good, you know many words, then try to explore a book that is difficult from the area or from the level you were from. Okay? For example, now, are you reading children's stories? Of course, maybe not. Not really, because you are not already children. You are not reading children's stories. Maybe you are reading because of your students, but that is not your interest. That's not your level. Because the words used in children's stories are very common and easy. So, since you are a teacher, try to explore a book that can help you, okay, as a teacher. In that way, maybe you can improve and go to the next level. I suggest you read newspaper, English newspaper. There are a lot of difficult words there. So try to explore newspaper, magazine, or any book that, of course, cannot influence you in a bad way, but influence you to be a better teacher, more better teacher, okay? All right, so next, number 3. Please read Teacher Candy.
Please do not misplace if it shows. If you decide to read a book, do a team one. If you read an article on internet or in magazine, make sure it is not normal. If you mistakes about the length of as you read, it will give you motivate and give you a sense of achievement when you have finished.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Teacher Candy. So this is the question. Do you pay attention to every word? Sometimes? Yeah, sometimes, right? Sometimes we leave the words we don't understand. Am I correct? Yes, I agree to that. Especially when we are boring. Especially when we are bored. Yes, we skip some words. Okay? It is very important that we have not to skip a word. Okay? For example, now we are reading many words already since from the beginning. If you are a good reader, you underline the words you don't know. Did you underline the words you don't know?
Yes. You underline
Okay, congratulations. Then you are a good reader. It means you're helping yourself to learn more. Maybe you don't understand that word now during our discussion, but you can search that when you have time. Okay? Because we cannot discuss everything here. So if you are helping yourself, then try to communicate with the paper you are reading. Try to look for the words that you don't understand and try to use it in a sentence, not only the meaning. Okay? All right. Maybe if we have some time, you can ask me. Okay? If you don't understand the word, and we will use it in a sentence. Okay? So you have done that before with me. All right. So keep learning. Do not skip a word if you want to improve. Okay, number 5. Please read Teacher Daisy.
Yeah. Pay attention to every word. Pay attention to every word in a sentence.
Number 5.
Number five. Yes, meaning first. If you see a new words in a text that you are reading, don't go immediately to your dictionary. First, try to guess the meaning by rereading that section of the text. Now use your dictionary to see if you guessed correctly. Underline the word. This is useful for later on after you have finished reading your text. You may want to copy all new words into your vocabulary book for revising another day.
Okay. Continue number 6, Teacher Lucy.
Use a good dictionary. Another thing to remember is that the dictionary should be good. A quality English dictionary is essential for people at intermediate level or above. I have seen too many students using poor quality dictionaries. They are just making their learning more difficult than it should be.
Okay. So as what I have told you, do not skip a word. So you can have your separate notebook. If you want to be a good reader, you buy a notebook. Okay? English notebook for you. Okay, vocabulary that you don't know. So you write 3 columns, maybe word, meaning, sentence. Okay, and buy a good dictionary because there are dictionaries that has no quality. So what kind of dictionary you have now? Google. Wow, that's awesome. Yes, it can be, but sometimes the Google is not really appropriate. Okay, they give many information, and we don't know what is the truth.
I think we should use English dictionaries. Okay.
Are you? Mhm.
When dictionary give a new word or give a word, we can this the explanation of some meaning in English. Okay. That means we can remember and devise new word from the explanation. Okay.
All right.
And
So
we can develop our new words by look after looking by looking at the word. For example, some particle using with words.
okay. So are you still using Vietnamese to English dictionary?
Yes. Yes.
Then I will tell you, it is not helpful.
Good.
Use English to English dictionary.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So use English to English dictionary, not Vietnamese to English dictionary.
Yes.
Okay? Yes. So you buy a dictionary that has a lot of meaning that will give to the word you don't know. From difficult word and then a dictionary that will give you common words. Okay? Yeah, synonymous words of that word. Okay, so let's stop here. So let's have your break first.
Yes. Thank you. Okay.
Sure.
Goodbye, teacher.
Your breath.
Yes.
Cái này nữa, đây ghi trong cho sọc trong sọc đi, cuối trong sọc. Rồi đi học vẽ đi. Thì bữa rồi đó chị quay cái đồ gì nữa. Có gì có trả. Trả thì nói xong còn là nó Do you understand? Yes. She's more beautiful
Seen that.
day by day.
I have
Yeah.
short hair.
You
My hair is short.
you look more beautiful today.
Joking?
No.
Are you joking?
Not joke. You are more beautiful day by day.
I look so young. Are you not taking your break? Eat your snacks or go to the comfort room? Oh, no snacks.
Our habit, we don't have a different habit like you.
Ah,
Anything
no budget.
to keep it. Yeah,
Teacher Lucy is really chic. Teacher Lucy was very sexy in the beach. Yeah, wearing dress. I saw the picture of your husbands. Very, yeah, handsome.
so.
Teacher Moon, only you and Teacher Lily. No Facebook.
No Facebook.
Okay. I will contact you.
I want to see your face closer. Because you always see me closer, right? Very close, my face.
Oh, really?
And your faces are really far from the camera. If we go to Maldives with Teacher Black and Teacher Lucy, you are not invited. Teacher Black and Teacher Lucy, we will go to Maldives.
What?
We will go to Maldives. Maldives. Yeah, the beautiful sea. Yes. Teacher Moon is not invited because no Facebook. Teacher Lily.
I try to come with you. Okay? Already?
Already?
Yeah.
What phone have you in Vietnam?
Also, we are.
Are you using Samsung or Vivo? Vivo?
We Samsung.
I use this modern cell phone.
Oh, I have that before. Keypad.
Very modern cell phone in Vietnam.
It's very great.
No money.
There's a special mobile.
Let's see if you add me. Yen Nguyen sent you a friend request. Yen Nguyen. Is this teacher Lee? Yes. Teacher Moon now. Not yet.
Not yet. Because my phone.
Your-
No internet.
No internet.
Yes. So I can connect with you.
Very beautiful.
Yes.
Yen Nguyen. Oh. model in Vietnam.
I went to speak last vacation.
Oh, is that you last year?
I went to speak with my family
Ah, I see.
last vacation.
That's great. Do you see the lost person in Vietnam?
Yeah.
110 model in Vietnam.
Famous person. A typical
Yeah. A lady, $200 for sale. Teacher Lucy.
Yes. Oh, yes. It's in Colombia.
It's a 580 in our hometown.
Very cute. Very cute.
Okay, yes.
Family.
We have been married for 10 years. Yes.
Oh.
And it's our celebration last year. Okay.
Oh, I see moon. Moon?
Okay.
Is that you?
Yes, it's me.
Okay, I will add you.
Go and give you connect. Ba chúng Yes.
So beautiful and handsome.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. I already added you all.
Are you connect with me?
What?
Are you connect with me?
Yeah, I already added you.
Yeah.
So you accept me. Okay, so let's now move on to the next part. Okay. Okay, teachers, if we will have 3 classes in a week, what would be that day?
Friday.
Friday?
Yes.
Okay, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Same time.
Yes.
Okay, I will tell your agent. Okay? So that we can finish fast. You want to finish fast? Then goodbye sooner. Okay, I will miss you all. I will keep these days with you. I will keep these memories with crazy teachers in Vietnam. Crazy but very serious and beautiful. Teacher Candy chatted me. You chat me, right? Okay. Now let's move on. Let's go to the next tips.
Candy, it's me.
What?
I chat with you.
Yeah, you chat me.
Yeah. It's me. Daisy. Daisy. Not Candy. Okay.
Candy and Daisy.
Candy was easy to sleep.
Candy chat me that you are all lazy learning. Teacher Candy chat me that all of you are lazy in learning.
Daisy,
Yeah, I know that.
oh, is it?
What? Ah,
Oh, is it?
Who's that? I cannot see. Me? Is that me?
Beautiful girl. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really beautiful. You cannot see it?
Yeah, let's dance.
Teacher Daisy chat me about online tutor. She wants to learn more. Okay. We will talk about that, Teacher Daisy, if I'll become rich. Okay? I will give you all free English class.
I think I don't learn free. You say 1 peso 1 hour.
No more peso. It's free. I will give you free English class.
Yeah.
Yes, if I'll become rich. Okay? So do not be shy to ask me or chat me. If you have something to help about English. Okay, if you want to ask help from me, you ask me, okay? Do not be shy.
Yeah.
For free. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we are now friends on Facebook. So chat me anytime. Okay? Because I'm always using Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, sure. You are all my beautiful mother. Okay? I'm your daughter in Philippines.
You are my
Yes. You're all my mother and I'm your daughter in Philippines. So if we will finish our class, we will finish this training, you can come here in Philippines. Okay, eat my house.
Many people say that 90% people can speak English very well. 90%
Yes,
people speak English very well. 90% people in Philippines speak English very well.
yes. 90% here are very friendly. And I'm one of it. So if you okay, again, if you want to ask anything about English, you can ask me. Okay? If you want to come in Philippines, don't worry, you have your daughter. Okay? You can eat my house. I'm your daughter in Philippines, you're all my mother in Vietnam. Okay. So now let's go to the next part. Tips on how to be a good reading teacher. So a while ago, only a good reader, tips to be a good reader. Now tips on how to be a good reading teacher. Okay. But before we start, I have a question. Are you a good reading teacher?
sometimes.
Sometimes. There was a song I heard. Sometimes I read, sometimes I read. You know Britney Spears? Sometimes I read, sometimes I read, sometimes I read. Yeah, sometimes we read. It's okay. It's good to be sometimes than never. All right, so please read Teacher Lily Fierce Reading Fluency.
We have to sing and as a great teacher from something also that I love performing to increase fluency. In our house in let children and us that
Okay. So what is fierce? Fierce reading fluency. What do you mean by that?
Yes. Yes.
That we may be afraid or scared or scared reading.
Okay. Shows how to teach fluency through repeated readings. Okay. So kids love to sing, and Teresa, a first grade teacher from Sinat, Ohio, taps into their love of performing to increase reading fluency. So check out how she lets students unleash their inner performers. To work on developing reading fluency, we set up a low-tech hallway recording studio. The studio consists of a desk and chair with recording equipment, a tape recorder, headphones, blank cassettes, and a microphone. The studio is surrounded by a cardboard study carrel. The children read their books into the recorder and play back to see how they sound. Thanks to the simple idea, I have seen vast improvement in reading fluency. And from time to time, I have been surprised to hear some great singing from idol wannabes as well. Okay, so fierce reading fluency. You can have your children a recording tape. How you check your pronunciation? How do you check your pronunciation, teachers? How do you check your pronunciation?
We test students' pronunciation when a student read aloud the text or read aloud new words, the story, or dialogue in the book.
Okay. Or how about you are checking the word in the dictionary with the speaker there? Are you using dictionary? Or maybe are you using a video with phonics, for example, where there are words that has pronunciation and then the students repeat the words?
No.
Are you also using it?
So we
Or
school the material for teaching is not enough. Okay, so we
yes,
teach student pronunciation through the videos
yes.
recorded.
Or maybe to the secondary students, you are letting them listen to different pronunciation. For example, maybe you will present two videos where people are speaking using two accents like British accent and American accent. Okay? So they can differentiate the sound or help their fluent or help how they develop the words. One of the useful thing or one of the useful way to teach reading is to let the student hear the words from the other person who is reading it, especially to the people who have really the correct accent or correct pronunciation. So for example, if you are always listening to a level 1 person, example, there are level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then every day you're only talking to the level 1 person. What do you think would be your level? Would you improve? No. What if you will listen to the level 10 person who is talking? Will you improve? Probably. Yes. It could help you to improve your pronunciation or your fluency when you always listen to a different accent or a person who has a different accent. That's why you are here now learning with me, because I am a teacher always speaking English, and you maybe sometimes in Vietnam you speak English, but you almost use Vietnamese. Am I right? Yes. So in Vietnamese problem, you have problem in S, right? Yes. So how do you improve that? So maybe through this way you are hearing, you're listening from me. How do I pronounce the word? Can you always hear the letter S when I read the words that has S? Yes, right? So if you always hear the word repeatedly, then there would be a great possible that your accent from Vietnamese accent will turn to American accent. Okay? It's called practice. Okay? Not only your reading, but also your listening. And then your speaking would be the application as how you repeat the word, as how you develop the skill of reading. So it is one of the big part of a good reader to explore. Okay, explore. That's why I always told you, do not be afraid to talk to a stranger or a foreigner. Okay, because we can observe how they use their accent. For example, me, I met a British man. Okay, I met a British man, and then he just asked me, "What died to die?" What? What are you saying? What died to die? What died to die? I don't want to die. Yeah. No. What died to die? What died to die? Ah, okay. What day today? What day is today? Oh my gosh. Okay. Today is Wednesday. No. Today is Wednesday. So you see the difference, right? Yeah, there are really a lot of accent in the world. That's why we have a great problem to solve. And to solve that problem is to explore all the accent. Alright, so do not be afraid to open your mouth and speak. Okay, let's go to the next part. How to be a good reading teacher? Catch them reading. Catch them. I'm falling for you. Catch them. Okay, please read Teacher Moon since you are laughing.
Get them reading, sometimes separately or not so separately. Celebrating students' behavior is the best way to motivate them. This idea came from the Warren, first grade teacher in Suffering College, New York, who knows that a little mastery goes a long way in behavioral management. My students have not been visiting our classroom library as often as I would like them. So to get students more interested and excited about our classroom library, I made up little of what Giang does say. It is a secret was a text in our library. I wonder what the book was about. So what Peter a detective did what idea has definitely promoted more visitors to the library, as well as more discussion about books, borrow and read.
All right, very good, Teacher Moon. So catch them reading. So maybe you can use this tip to your students, maybe not only in the library. You can use this in the classroom too. Yes, for example, you caught your student reading, And then you just tell the other student, oh, it's a secret. I caught your classmate reading. I wonder what that book was about. Can you tell me what book was that about? But do not tell her, okay? Okay, it's something like that. You are challenging the student. So if you caught someone reading a book, then maybe you can have this kind of type of activity. For example, oh Lucy, I caught Moon a while ago reading a book. I want you, Lucy, to find out what was that book all about. But do not tell Moon, okay? So it would be a good idea, right, for a young student. I will give you a reward later, Teacher Lucy, if you will know what was the book Teacher Moon was reading. Oh, and then the student will just get the excitement. Oh, I will have a reward after I will find out what was Teacher Moon was reading. Right? So this is a good way if you want really to let the student learn. Okay, so let's go to the next part. Use skits and songs to foster fluency. Please read, Teacher Black.
Yes. Foster fluency with fun idea by leader. A fifth or sixth grade teacher from Postmodern, Giang. When focusing on fluency, I have a children prayer and read aloud from poems and short scripts, who also sing songs that correspond with units of study, usually related to social studies and science. I use my Dutch camera to manipulate lyrics on the screen, and someone pointed to words as we sing along. My students' favorite song this year has been Supaya Margen. Okay.
All right, thank you, Teacher Black. So use skits and songs to foster fluency. So Teacher Linda from grade 5th and 6th from Fort Morgan was focusing on fluency. So if you want to focus fluency to your students, you can have them pair up and let them read aloud the poem and short skit. But the greater way to teach this fluency, of course, is not only reading together with a partner, but you will post the lyrics, or you will post the word in that song. Okay, so that everybody can read it, not only to the partner, but also to the group or the whole class. Okay, next tip, how to be a good reading teacher. Please read, Teacher Candy. Celebrate super readers.
Celebrate super readers. Celebrate readers with idea by example. A fourth grade teacher from okay. Make a way to celebrate the readers in the room. Why not? Their design is the constituent supervisor of the list. If I want to see when a student is looking up, then children to be honored to be our next supervisor. We will silent during time. The supervisor is allowed in my chest or at any other special place he or she chooses. I also send home big pencils and certificates to let parents know
Yes. Super reader. Okay, this is a good idea for a primary teacher or maybe a secondary teacher. Celebrate super readers. So this can bring an excitement to your students when you will apply this to your classroom. Why? Because everybody recognize them. What would be the feeling if you are recognized to your classroom? They would feel happy. Oh, I'm now a super reader. It means the teacher will give them a power. One power to choose which seat she will choose to sit down. And then you will give another reward. You will give him a certificate that he is a super reader. And it would be a excitement for a young student because she or he will report it to his or her parents. Oh, mom, dad, I am a super reader. You are living with a super reader. I am now a super reader in our classroom. Right? It would be a happiness to your student. Okay, next, aim for success. Please read Teacher Daisy.
Yeah. Aim for success. Aim for success is this idea by Carrie, a teacher in human form. PA in your reading column. Display a large paper bullseye complete with a paper arrows. It's label with a child name. Then label is strings of the target with a separate step on to the reading goal. A number of sight words needed to master, number of books needed to read, etc. You display in the center of the target. As students complete extended features in each reading, they move their arrows accordingly in an effort to take the bull's eye.
All right. Do you understand? Aim for success. Okay. So maybe you will have a bull's eye.
Bull eye.
Yeah, a very large bull's eye. The one you use dart like that. Yeah, bull's eye. Example. Here, this is a big wall, and then you will draw a big bull's eye. The one you target when you bang bang, but we use dart. Okay, dart. So you have each labeled with a child's name. Okay, child's name. There would be the children's name, and then you will label each ring of the target with a separate step to a reading goal. So it depends of your goal. What kind of reading would you like to let the students read? It could be sight words, simple words, common words that they needed to master, and numbers of books that they will read. And then you will display the center, in the center of the target. So as students complete each step featured in each ring, they will move to the next arrow. Okay, accordingly to their effort to teach bullseye. So that's aim for success. Okay, next tip how to be a good reading teacher. Please read Teacher Lucy.
Good reading comprehension. Save money with a helpful idea. A first-grade teacher from Southeast Housing and I. Story mapping is a great strategy for building reading comprehension. To simplify the process of story mapping, I created an interactive bulletin board that doubles as a giant wall of story maps. First, I print out the story map elements, title, author, characters, settings, etc. on computer paper and place it printed elements into an individual sheet protector. I then display it map on my story map bulletin board along with fun graphics. When the students and I choose a book to mark, we do wet, erase, mark it to add details with story marking elements. When we are ready to mark another story for our bulletin board, we simply wipe, mark, bin, and review. Tip protectors can be used for many purposes other than story mapping. For example, try them for turning worksheets into white-off practice page.
Okay, very good, teacher Lucy. So boost reading comprehension. Okay, we already discussed about this, the story mapping. So in English reading, we can do this. Like we will draw or make a big map. Okay? Have you seen a map? Of course, you have seen a map. So try to make a very big story map. Okay? And then if you prepare a story, you will have the setting, the characters pasted on it, pasted on the story map. So this would be the first place what will happen in the story, and then the students will discover what would be the first part of the story, the second part of the story, the third part of the story, until the end of the story. Okay? Or maybe you can have a game in that story map where they will discover a treasure in each line of the story or in each paragraph of the story. It is like story mapping. Okay? You have to show the settings and then they will just guess what would be happening in that story. That is boosting reading comprehension of the student. Okay? You are letting them develop their comprehension skills. You let them think using story map. You give them idea what is happening in the story. That is boosting their reading comprehension. Okay, next. Create clever setting for reading. Okay, I would like to read it for you. Please listen. I will read it fast.
Yes.
Create clever seating for reading. Need a clever seating arrangement? Try this fun idea by Christina, a kindergarten teacher, a Newport News, VA. I find the plastic laundry baskets, the low rectangular kind, are perfect for helping define the number of spaces available in the silent, independent reading areas in my class. The baskets are sized just right for little kindergarten readers to sit in. I simply place the desired number of baskets in the center. When the baskets are occupied, students know the reading center is full for now. The tip: to make certain everyone gets a chance at some basket time, try posting a class list in a plastic page protector along with a wet erase marker. That way, students can cross their names off when done. Also, you can use additional baskets to store books and related activities. So, creating clever seating for reading. Do you understand what I am reading? Too much reading will kill us. Too much reading will kill us. There is a song. Too much love will kill you. Have you heard that song? Too much love will kill you. And no? Have you heard that? No? Yeah. In our case, as teachers, we sing that in our classroom. Too much reading will kill you. Oh my gosh. Reading is really boring, but you can have the same as teacher Christina did it in a fun way. We know teachers that reading is really boring, so make reading fun. Okay? Yeah. Do everything for your students. So that's it. Next, promote differentiated reading. Okay. Please read Teacher Black.
Okay. Let's
Promote differentiated reading.
yes. We promote differentiated reading.
Differentiated.
Differentiated reading is present. We claim reason. Once I decided to teach my kids how to choose books that are just right for them. Explain my name. The second grade teacher for Windsor City. After uncertain, my students know how to select books they can read and enjoy. I schedule time for them to read. They love reading while sitting on pillows or rousing. By the end of the school year, my second graders are able to read independently for about 45 minutes, allowing me time to meet with guided reading group or whole individual concordance. Yes, also time for lookbooks, where kids can choose to read and enjoy any regardless of its level. Also, reading is completely differentiated as it's based on reading levels and individual interests. I believe that this approach keeps students motivated, exposes them to more complex text structures, and enables them to share ideas with friends while reading together. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Teacher Black. So you can have your own library in your classroom. Do you have your own library, a small library in your classroom? Or reading area where books are arranged. Do you have that?
We have a library in the school, but in our classroom, yes, and
Only for the school library.
yes.
So some grade teachers or some primary teachers, they have their own reading area or small library where there are different books that to be read by the students. So one way we are teaching reading here in Philippines, during lunchtime after they eat, we let them read in the reading area after they eat lunch, of course. So one of the way to motivate your students is to have a fun learning area where they can just do everything they want. Like maybe they can read while lying down, or read like this, or any position. Or you can have your pillows. Yeah, it's like they are at home reading. In that way, yeah, some primary teachers, they believe that it is a way of learning students to love reading. Okay, because reading is really boring if you will not make it fun. Yes, try to put yourself to the level of the young student. What do you think she would expect from you as a teacher? Of course, maybe your classroom must be creative, right? Where they can adventure. Or you can have your classroom, not a classroom, but like a home. Okay, they will feel like at home. But in some cases, because it is not really effective of other students, because some students don't like what they call this, a home, like a home. What do you mean by this? Some student doesn't like a home. Oh my God, I forgot the right word. But anyway, some students doesn't like, they see their home, but they want to see their school. That's why they like to read on their chair or maybe on their table. But some primary students, they want to lie down or sit down on the floor. Oh, like that. So it's good to have a small library in your classroom. Okay, maybe you can have that. Bring your own books. Yeah. How about in Vietnam? I have a question. For grade 1 teachers, is it also, is your school talking about the students cannot read? If they cannot read grade 1, they cannot go to grade 2. Is it also the same in Vietnam? Grade 1.
Grade 1.
Yeah. Primary students in grade 1, if they cannot read, they cannot go to grade 2. Is it the same?
Yes.
That's
In Vietnam too?
Yes.
Okay. Same here in Philippines. Really? Okay. So grade 1 students cannot go to grade 2 if they cannot read. Yeah. So if you don't want your student to be left out, then you have to support them. Support their need to develop reading. Okay?
Yeah.
Fighting?
But in Vietnam, the classroom is quite small. And
It's not like this,
yes,
like yours.
full of chair and table.
and then
Any area to make a small library in the classroom.
How about a bookshelf? Only a bookshelf.
Yes, maybe bookshelf.
and put
But we have some cardboard and after the at the end. Yes, on the back one in the class, but no area for students to lie down or to play in the class. They can only sit on the chair.
Why?
because that is too small. Okay, there are no empty rooms for students to eat.
It's not.
I have that.
It's not.
Yeah, I have that kind of classroom before. I have really small classroom. What I did is I bring my students to the park, to the school park, and then I let them bring a book. Okay, class, who wants to visit the park? But with your books, okay? So I let them sit separately in the park. Yeah, it's like a new environment for them to read. Maybe you can go outside in your classroom. You can go outside. Yeah. Do you have a small park in your school? Small park. Park. Science park, math park. You know what I mean? Park. Garden. Park.
Small pond in the
Yes, park.
pond in the no
Do you know park?
pond. Yes, a pond
Do you have a small park?
in the class or in the
Outside in the school.
outside.
Outside the classroom.
Yes, playground.
What, Lucy?
In my school, there is a small park. The library outside.
I see.
Yeah.
But you can bring your students outside in your classroom.
Yeah. And her school is very big. But the students they not enough English book in the outside library. Just only Vietnamese book.
Oh,
Yeah.
So there are some students. You are some students.
Yes. And I think here. Yeah, with the
so you only have few English books.
yeah. With your suggestion, I think next year I will suggest my school leader to buy some English story and English book for the library. Thank you.
Yeah.
Your idea is very good.
Yeah. Okay. You give me a good idea. Thank you.
Really? I really thought that you have English books.
I think your idea is very good. Okay. We don't have much room to put a library or English library in the school, but we can put small shelves on your house, and we encourage our students to share their English book to put on their own. And at break time, students can share their English book and English activity. Okay, I think.
Yeah, because it is really an effective way in that part for a student to learn. She must or he must experience a new environment, not only a classroom like this. Do you have like this classroom? Like this classroom? All classroom are like this?
Yes, all the classroom in Vietnam are like this.
Oh my gosh, even to the children?
But full of the chair and table because there are about 30 or more students in one class.
Only 30?
Only?
At primary school, there are more than 30 students in a classroom.
More than 30 students.
Quite a crowded.
Good for you that you have only 30 students.
Oh, you say only mean there are
Yeah, it's good for you. 30 students are really good to handle. Here in Philippines, we have 60 to 70 students in one classroom.
wow.
Where it is not really effective. I tell you, it is really a big job for us to teach children with that number of students, 60 to 70, because we lack classrooms and we lack teachers. But how I teach my students is I let them go out. Consider a 60 number of students. Do you think they will learn inside a classroom? Maybe they will only hear noise talking to their seatmates. So I let them go out, form a line, and then get your book. I want you to separate from each other and read the page that I gave them. And then when they come back, I let them read one by one. Somewhat like that. But for primary students, like young students, I really ask the principal or the head of the school to make something or ask permission to have an area for reading. Yes, because one of the problem in our school today is the reading part of our young learners. Okay? My desire is to teach the young students to read. Because it's really difficult to go to the next level and then they just don't know how to read. Yeah, you know what I know. You get what I said?
But how you keep them in control?
I am a tiger teacher in the classroom.
How?
Yeah, so
how
it
can you
depends on the discipline.
how? Yes, you let students go out to read or to learn, but I think I can't keep
Yes,
in control.
yes, I get it. I ask permission to the head of the principal, or I ask permission to the principal to divide my students. For example, I have 60 students. So in the morning, I have 30 students, and in the afternoon, I have 30 students. Yes. So that is now one of the application of the school in the Philippines. We divide the day and we divide the students. If you have 60 students, then they will be divided into two. The 30 students will report on morning, in the morning, and the 30 students will report in the afternoon.
No, but here we teach, I teach six classes with 30, more than 30 students in each class. So
Then,
then I did, well, 1 week I did more than 100 students. So
yes.
I can't keep them in control if I let them to go out because you may you like playing together, so you don't pay attention to my lesson.
Oh. My point of that is, some students really need a new environment when they read.
Yes.
That's why a teacher needs to have discipline to their students. The students must listen to their teacher.
Yeah.
Yes. Because if they will only stay in the classroom, there will be no new environment. Yes, because I believe in the new environment, there will be new learning. They will not only discover reading, but they will also discover the things outside. Yeah. Yeah, it depends. It depends of you. Of course, it depends of the attitude of your students, how you will let them. But one of my best suggestion is to have a reading area or a small library
Yeah.
or a bookshelf in your classroom.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be a great way.
Yes.
Yeah, because we have very big park in our school. Yeah, that's why maybe. And we also have security guards, so we are safe. And also, some of the schools are not alone. We have assistant teachers to look for them. Yes.
Yes. I think that's a good idea, and I will try
Yeah.
to do that.
You try your principal to ask
Yes.
for a budget to make a bookshelf inside the classroom.
Yes.
English area,
Yes.
right? Whoa, that was a good discussion. Thank you, Teacher Daisy. You're a good teacher. All of you are good teachers. Thinking of a new way for your students to learn. That is our mission, right? We are not here only for salary, but we are here because we want our students to learn from us. Yeah, to impart the knowledge we have.
I think students can self-study, but in Vietnam, students never self-study.
Yeah, I have Vietnamese students here learning English.
Sorry.
And they are really lazy. Oh, teacher, I don't want to study. Okay, you go back to Vietnam, okay? Now. No, teacher, study. Do you want me to call your mother? If you go to Australia, because my students here, Vietnamese students, they will go to Australia after studying here. So I told them, if you want to go to Australia, you have to learn English. Why? You will get lost. You will be lost there.
Okay, now
Because around you.
teacher, you have teach you have taught us a long time. So what do you think of Vietnamese students?
Yes? What do I think?
What do you think of Vietnamese students? Okay.
What do you think of the Vietnamese students?
Yes.
What kind of students? Teachers or
We
youth?
only
You.
student.
Your
Yes.
student. Us?
On and us.
I have different. Wait. I have different kind of students. Vietnamese students. You teachers and young learners of Vietnam. Yeah. So teachers has really no problem because you are always listening, cooperating, and then you're really trying hard to learn and then communicate your skills and then so on. You share your knowledge to one another. It was really awesome. In this class, this is my first class where I found good teachers. You don't have any problem. Maybe just a few sound of some words, but you can communicate. Me as a teacher to you, the most important thing is to communicate and then you understand. I think that's the best thing, right? I ask you, why are you here? Why are you learning? Why are you learning, teaching, training? I think these things are also discussed during your university time, right?
Yeah.
This is discussed during your university time, but why you are here? Why you're learning?
Because we want to.
Because you want to?
No. We don't have a chance to speak English here in Vietnam.
Oh,
So we are really eager to come here to talk to you.
seriously?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Every day.
If you said that you don't have any chance to talk,
Yes.
I thought you always talk English. I thought you always speak English because your English communication is really good.
No, not good.
Okay, every day we go to school, teach and teach every day with my students. So during taking part in this course, you have more time to speak English with you. You are foreigners. Okay, and we are feel more confident in our pronouns. Okay.
I did not hear. Again, that?
You can just hear?
Yeah, again.
Okay, now our teacher. Every day we go to school to and teach our children. Okay, we don't have much time to go out and to practice speaking with other people. Okay, we don't have a speaking environment in life. Okay, taking part in this course. Okay, taking part in this course, we have a chance to speaking with you. Okay, and now we feel more confident in our pronouns and speaking.
Mm,
Okay,
wow,
yes.
good teachers because you keep learning. I really salute you. Salute. I salute you all for keeping learning. Yeah. I will only tell you that continue speaking English and try to encourage other teachers to speak English too. For example, all of you, I encourage you not to speak Vietnamese in our class, right? Because you're always speaking Vietnamese outside. Hmm. Yes, Moon?
Don't make
I will go to Vietnam so that you will only speak English, no Vietnamese.
We will go to the beach to swim because weather it is summer weather.
Wow, good. You speak English while swimming. Not Vietnamese.
Practice speaking English in the water.
Yes, we can speak English together. I will make group chat and we will speak English there, okay?
Have a bad time now. So goodbye. Ủa nó còn biết rồi.
Đã vậy, đã ở đây cho năm cho sống tới thì đến
Đáp vậy đây thôi, chị nói đấy nè. Chơi đây. Thôi quản là cho đáp đi.
Cái này phải nói vậy đi. Ta học từ tháng 3 này từ nha. Mà học mới được một nửa thế này. Đang đi trang 3 nào.
Chứ để thầy chăm sóc bên nói không sao.
Từ để thầy chăm sóc 3 buổi không sao. Cho nên mọi người đừng có xin 3 buổi bởi vì nếu như ta có kế hoạch tự nhiên ta mất 3 buổi.
Ra lại mất
Đáng lẽ chỉ mất một tuần 2 buổi hoặc ta có thể chỉ mất 1 buổi nếu như ta lách được. Đang lấy tự nhiên mất 3 buổi.
Rồi, mình cũng đơn vị với nó.
Không nên học 3 buổi.
Rồi thì còn lại là như này. Bên nhà sẽ là điểm nhưng mà học. Có thể hai xin nghỉ hè.
Có thể xin nghỉ hè.
Sau đó mình có cố gắng kết thúc được xin nghỉ hè tiếp theo chúng ta học nữa để là được chứ
Nếu mà được tháng 7 mới được nghỉ hè được học cái sống đấy.
đó là kế hoạch cho không có nói đâu
Nhưng mà chán, nếu mà học hay từ bên này đến ví dụ như trước khi chúng ta thấy họ số cái có những phần họ hiểu được, có những phần mà đi hiểu có những phần lại hiểu gần.
Càng lâu thì càng khó mà không thể học nhanh được nữa mà ý là họ nói nhưng mà ta nói là kệ họ nhưng vì để chịu đề thi là chưa xong thì là kệ ai người ta cũng phải đi theo họ học tiếp chứ đâu không lẽ kệ họ đã nghỉ
Nhưng mà để từ lên thế nó quá nhiều là phân toán này trong kim không cần 3 buổi đúng cuối tháng 6 để học kỹ thuật trước lên văn của ta đấy thì như ngoài rồi.
nhưng mà dạy được ta và lâu rồi
nếu mà đi là được là nhà mình sẽ nghỉ đến 2 buổi mà nghỉ lại nhà mình cũng được nghỉ thôi thôi rồi còn lại là
thế này ý kiến của ta là phân thôi không quyết định là không nhé
đúng rồi ta chỉ cứ xin nghỉ hè thôi
Mình sẽ tổ tháng 1 mà được nghỉ đi học các bạn. Tôi nói đến hệ phân sản của tôi. Từ khi mà có cái cái này thì chưa được tháng không nghỉ học các bạn.
để nói thật ra nhá mọi người định đi cả hè à